Welcome to an educatainment video. Entertainment mixed with education in one word and in one video. Look, maybe a lot of y'all, how I do, have problems in chemistry. So let's help with that. And I want to specifically look at Halflife and decay problems because that's a reassessment I'm doing on Monday. So let's get to it. You don't gotta stick around, but I would like, if you'd like it, maybe you can learn a thing or two, and I'll try to make it as entertaining as possible. Now, I'd say it's good to have a piece of paper around with a pencil, maybe, and you're really gonna want to soak this information in your brain, like your brain is named SpongeBob, alright? So, let's say you got fluorine 21, alright? And this part does not matter. All you got to know is the next part. So, fluorine 21 might be there a little bit to confuse you, alright? And I'm saying this from a standpoint of a student, and I'm not trying to, make it be like, oh, the teacher's trying to confuse you. But fluorine 21 is just the element, okay? So, it has a half-life of approximately 5 seconds. 5 seconds, that means it goes on the bottom because that's the half-life, okay? What goes on top? Well, on top is 60, and this is a fraction, okay? So, 60 over 5 equals 12. You're like, okay, so 12 is our answer? Not quite yet. You see, you're going to put 1 over 2 to the 12th power because when it asks for a fraction, it's going to be 1 over something to the something power, and the answer is actually 1 over 4096, okay? I hope you guys understood that one. So now we're going to go over and we're going to explain, which one should I explain now? You know what? I'm going to explain, okay, so a medical institution, of bismuth 214 has a half-life of 20 minutes. How many grams of bismuth will remain after 2 hours? So this one takes a little bit more math, a little bit. So what is 2 hours in terms of 20 minutes? That's 120 minutes. So then 120 over 20 is going to get you 120 over 20, it gets you 6, yeah. So you got 2 to the 6th power, and it's 100 over that. Why? Well, because it's talking about, it's talking about grams, and when you're talking about grams, and it's gonna be a decimal now instead of a fraction. So with decimal problems, you're gonna put 100 over something. So it's 100 over 2 to the 6th power, okay? And you're probably like, why is it 2? It's because it's 2 hours. So, basically, you got 2 to the 6th now. And you're like, okay, well, what is this going to be? The truth is, you're actually going to have to do 100, and you're going to have to cut it down 6 times. Now, once you cut it down 6 times, it's going to be 1.56. And I know that's probably a lot of calculations, but yeah, cut it down a ton and it gets to 1.56. So now we're going to go to decay problems. And decay problems, I'd say, are kind of easier to understand. So if you have alpha decay, you're going to put your first thing that's given you. If it's francium 220, it's francium is element 87 on the bottom and then 220 on the top of it. And then you're going to put an arrow in HE and then 4 on the top, 2 on the bottom. And then you have to see what do you add to 2 to get to 87 is 85. And what do you have to add to get to 220 from 4? It's 216. Okay? Same thing with beta decay, but instead it's E after arrow and it's 0 and -1. So 0 on the top, -1 on the bottom. The one difference, okay? Well, sorry. Okay, so beta decay means decaying, 0, -1. Positron is kind of like positive, you know what I mean? So that's going to be more positive, 0 on the top, +1 on the bottom, okay? And again, you try to get to that other element. So it's like, okay, +1 to 82, what do you need? You need 81. Okay, -1 to 33, what do you need? You need 34. The one difference, and this is a big difference, and it's very important to know because whenever you're doing a test on really any subject, you're going to need to know the little nuances or the little differences in problems, right? So the little difference and nuance in this one is is this, okay? So, electron capture. So, capturing an electron. Let's say it's the same thing with E0 and on the top, -1 on the bottom. Okay, Luke, so what's the difference? The difference is this, okay? You gotta do 92 minus 91. Instead of -91 to 92 would be 93. Instead, you say, okay, that minus that. So let's say you got 93. Okay, 93 minus 1 is 92. That's how you would do it. Instead of adding it back to it, you're basically just trying to get minus. It's just a subtraction problem, all right? I hope you guys understood. Maybe learned a thing or two. If you did, like the video. If you didn't, it's fine. Either way, I hope that my chemistry teacher likes this, and I hope that I can get a good grade on my reassessment. And overall, I'm doing great. I hope you guys are too. Have a good day. Enjoy Friday and the coming weekend. And when I see you guys again, I will be in the educational. What video like this? Yeah, I have that go.